Hello and welcome to the Cuppa Cupboard Live. I am your host, Matt Gonzalez, and thank you so much for tuning in for another Cuppa Cupboard with some amazing guests and some musical theatre talk. Now, just want to do some housekeeping and direct you guys towards the comments box or the live chat box, where some of you have already been talking to us, which is great. We love to hear from you guys, any questions or any comments that arise from the conversations. So please do communicate with us. And then I'd also like to introduce you to just this little guy here, which is our Donate Here QR code, which, if you feel so inclined, just allows you to contribute to our GoFundMe. As most people are aware watching this, theatres are closed at the moment and have been for the last year, which has meant that performers haven't been able to earn a proper income. And anything that is donated via this QR code gets split between everybody who's been involved in today's stream. So that includes the musical directors who make the backing tracks, all the way to our guests and our phone-in guests who come on and make the show what it is as well. Now, I know some people have struggled with the QR code because of getting the scanner ready on the phone. What I have worked out between last stream and this stream is how to put the link of it in the video description. So if you go to the video description on Facebook or on YouTube, depending on where you're watching, you'll be able to see two links. One is to the GoFundMe and the other one is to a PayPal, which allows you also to contribute there should you feel so inclined. But I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to get on to meeting our guest straight away. So this is a very good friend of mine who I've worked with. And this is Mr. Ashford Campbell. Yes.
Hi, everyone. Hello, YouTubers.
How are you doing, Ashford?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. It's
nice
just really
be...
nice to see people from the old world.
Oh, it feels surreal, actually. I feel like I'm actually just heading to do a show.
Yeah. It's really bizarre how quickly people have kind of adopted this new life of like, what is a theatre? Like, yeah. I haven't seen one in...
I mean, we get to watch evening TV now, which is all right.
Yes, it's true. You get your Saturdays. That's nice.
But there's nowhere to go on a Friday, so it's kind
of... And no money to pay for anything. But what have you been up to this last year then?
Oh, so I went back home to Yorkshire, where I was just, you know, lounging about for the first lockdown, doing nothing, like everyone, enjoying the time off, getting fat and lazy. Then I started working on a building site with my dad.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, where I've been doing labour work, roof work, a bit of joinery, a bit of plastering, but not very well. I built a wall.
Amazing.
Which is a little bit wonky.
But don't tell the people, it's fine.
Just a bit of everything. I've been writing a lot, and now things are starting to come back, so I'm slowly getting...
I mean, when I saw the Instagram posts of you on the building site, I mean, no offense, you were like one of the last people I was expecting to see in a hard hat and protection goggles.
What's that meant to mean?
Just, you know, you just seem a little bit kind of very suave and city slicker to be you know, because we were talking about the other day, the cold, the dust.
The dust, the cold. Do you know what it is? It's the dirt under the nails. I've got a thing about dirt and I'm having to scrub my hands.
Calluses, right, as well.
No, I've got to moisturise.
I mean, just so you guys at home can fully appreciate what Ashford's been up to, I've got a little video here of a kind of vlogging series, I should say, that you've been kind of doing to kind of document your time off of the stage.
Yeah.
So here it is. This will give you an idea of exactly what he's been up to.
Hi, 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 hi. It's off to work, hi, guy. With a little packed lunch and a bit of rum punch. Hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi.
Oh, you see, being an ex-performer turned builder, it's got its perks. As I was saying, I can use my previous experience, like swooping up. Takes me back to year 7 when I did a production of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It was like, me up bamboo, hey, 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 bamboo. Back to sweep me I go. Can you see any dust?
I mean, were you doing that when other people were around? You were? Oh, okay. Were they just like looking at you like, oh God, he's at it again?
I had to wait till they went downstairs. So I could do it like, what? My dad's like, what are you stamping on? I'm like, just hammering some things. But it's all good fun. We have a laugh.
Is it your kind of therapy in this to kind of...
No, it's hell.
It's
No, but I
awful.
mean, like, you
No, I'm
vlogging
kidding.
it, as
No,
in,
no,
like,
yeah.
you know, getting to do some acting and some funny
Yeah, it's
videos
just-
is kind of like,
You've got to. If there's one thing I've taken away from this last year, like I'm sure many people have, you've got to find humour in things
Yeah.
because it's been so dull,
yeah,
and with everything being taken away from people, like you should be able to find joy in anything. That's my
yeah,
thing, even if it's just a little bit.
yeah,
And
it's true.
a lot of people were messaging me saying that it was cheering them up and they looked forward to the videos.
Yeah,
And it was just a bit of light-hearted fun that just ended up being quite funny.
I found it quite interesting because I saw an article from like a Sainsbury's worker when the lockdown kind of got a couple of months in, and they were talking about how many West End performers and stuff had started working at the supermarket.
Yeah.
And they were just doing that, like, rather than being like, oh, these people are coming and taking our jobs, they were like, it's been so nice having these people around. They're so full of energy. They're very
That's it.
funny. They're when you're an entertainer, you're always an entertainer.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can ever stop being that, even if no one's paying you to do it. So
Yeah.
I think that, you know, hopefully, you know, performers around the world who are doing key worker jobs right now, we just salute you. Keep everyone smiling. Keep everybody kind of like morale up, because it does get noticed and people have been noticing as well.
Yeah.
So you obviously just said you were up in Yorkshire, but obviously you're clearly here in London
Yeah.
at the moment this weekend. What brought you down to London?
I've been working. I've been in the studio doing a little bit of music for a bit of my own sanity and just like on a personal project. And I also have been working on my next job.
Amazing.
Well, I can't say anything about it as of
Yeah.
yet, but yeah, I'm excited to say. It feels like things are really coming back, and we've just got to hope that.
I mean, can you hint as towards like the genre of the new job, even if you can't say the title of it or who's doing it or where it will be? Is it another
don't know if I
musical?
can.
No? Okay, fine. That's fine. We'll keep moving on. We don't want anyone losing any employment before they've gotten
Oh,
it.
could you imagine?
Now, obviously, you are a West End performer. We've worked together before on Beautiful, but a lot of people out there would never have seen you perform or sing before. So I think we should introduce them to your voice
Oh,
and you as a performer. So do you want to just introduce your first song and kind of why you decided to choose it? as
yeah.
well?
So I picked this next song because I love the artist's voice, and it's one of my go-to car songs when I'm driving somewhere. And I enjoy singing it, and I hope you enjoy hearing it. It is James Arthur, Say You Won't Let Go. I met you in the dark, you lit me up. You made me feel as though I was enough. We danced the night away, we drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest. Then you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then, but you never know. 'Cause I played it cool and I was scared of letting go. I knew I needed you, but I never showed. I wanna stay with you until we're grown old. Just say it won't let go. Just say it won't let go. I'll wake you up with some breakfast in bed. I'll bring you coffee with a kiss on your head. I'll take the kids to school, wave them goodbye. I'll thank my lucky stars for that night. Then you looked over your shoulder. For a second I forget that I'm older. I wanna dance with you right now. Oh, you look as beautiful beautiful as ever. And I swear that every day will get better. You make me feel this way somehow. 'Cause I'm so in love with you, and I hope you know, darling, your love is more than worth its weight in gold. We've come so far, my dear, look how we've grown. I wanna stay with you until we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Yeah. I wanna live with you, even when we're ghosts. 'Cause you were always there for me when I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. So roll this song for you. Now everybody knows that it's just you and me until we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Just say no.
Yeah.
Could have given me a warning. I was like,
Yeah, sorry, I did kind of just cut straight from the video,
Listening back
just
to
straight to
myself.
you. Yeah, I've had some comments saying that the video music's slightly too loud, so I brought that down. Hopefully, I didn't blast everybody at home.
Sorry.
Between the stream talk and the thing. I'm trying to mix as best as I can, but we've got so many amazing comments about your singing. We've got tune this song. Wow, incredible voice. The voice is so smooth. There you go.
Thank you, Lorraine.
There you go. Got goosebumps. So talented, effortless. Oh, see, I mean, this is all of the stuff. Oh, Joel says, when's the album coming out? So there you go. Was that what you were in the studio doing?
Joel! I know Joel. I don't
Yes,
know
well,
when the
we're going to
album's
get to
out.
that in a second, aren't we, actually?
Are all of these my mum under different names?
No, they're
leaving
not
nice
your mum
comments.
under different names. Don't worry. You have actually got some fans out there. So when was it that you actually kind of realised that you wanted to perform and sing?
For as long as I can remember, it sounds really cheesy, but like I've never really thought of anything else that I'd rather do. And my mum said when I was in nappies, like I danced to the 4 o'clock news,
Right.
like always singing. I was obsessed with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So anytime he brought out like a latest DVD, well, not even a DVD, what was it, a tape?
VHS. Showing your age now.
Oh, I had it. I played one until it like slowed down because the tape was that worn down.
Yeah.
And then we got burgled and they stole our tape player. So I never got it back. Lost it.
You seem still devastated about
So
that.
upset. And then I don't think you can get it anymore.
No. So were you one of those extroverted children who, no matter where they went, sought the spotlight and sought
Yeah.
I've got a video here, which I'm actually going to have to quickly load in because I actually forgot to put it in earlier. So I'm really sorry if the screen's just gone black for a second, but trust me, it is worth it. So this is Ashford here.
Why everybody is trying to be living like a celebrity, doing what they see on MTV. I ain't school, but I'm looking for more. Simple things is what my heart beats for. That's the is that enough to more, baby? Having you is enough. You ain't got to run nothing. It's not what I want, baby. It's you. You ain't got to run nothing. Not what I want, baby. It's you. I know you got it, no matter what you do. Always keep it down. It's you. It's you, baby. Baby, all I want is you. Yeah. Woo!
So I mean, if I'd loaded it up properly, I forgot to load it up before we started the stream and you can't add it to the software. Do you want to just give some context to that video as to what's happened there?
So that was at a JoJo concert. Now you could say I'm somewhat of a fan of JoJo's.
Just a little bit. I mean, if I'd left the video playing, what you would have heard is JoJo saying, "So you're coming to the Manchester gig, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." So when the star knows who you are and knows you're going to every gig, I'd say that's more than just a little fan.
Oh, that was like one of the best days of my life.
Yeah,
literally.
Getting to sing with JoJo.
Yeah, was up there. It was in Dublin, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And I went with Coco to see her. And we're in the front row, and she was like doing a Q&A and just asking questions.
But all that to basically say that you were definitely one of those people where if there is a spotlight to be found, you will find it. You're like, JoJo, you are not getting this mic back. You have no idea the beast that you have unleashed.
I was really quite drunk at that point as well. So I'd just gone to just enjoy the concert. And because it started really early, she wasn't on till late. We didn't want to lose our spot and keep going to the bar, so we just bought loads of drinks and we were just making our way through. And by the time I got the chance to sing with her, I was like, okay. I was like, yeah. But it was great.
You've actually got a slightly different route into theatre, as quite a lot of my guests actually who come on have. You didn't go to drama school.
No.
Well, how did you kind of, well, not in terms of like a formal musical theatre drama school. You kind of did stuff during college and stuff up to 17, didn't you? But your main kind of, so we say, baptism of fire training was a certain little TV show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a little one.
Yeah. Well, do you want to tell them about what it was?
I was on the X Factor 10 years ago this year. I was in a band. I was put in a band. Well, 2 bands, but that's another story.
Yeah, so what happened there? Because you said this. So you went to the first auditions as part of one band. And then
by myself. And then they put me in a band.
Yeah.
And we got into live shows and were evicted week 2.
Okay.
But then the other boy band, a guy quit on week 4. Just before week 4, he quit. And they called me and asked me to join them. Then we made it to week 5 and then got cut again. So I think I literally am the most evicted contestant on any entertainment
So you actually got voted off of X Factor twice, not one.
Well, 3 if you include going on as a solo act, being put in a band.
Yeah.
So it was great for my self-esteem.
So you're a record holder. That's nice to know.
Yeah.
And how did you find that whole process? Because obviously going straight in then, having not really auditioned for anything kind of professional before.
Yeah.
How did you find that experience of singing on national television? Like how did you deal with the nerves?
It was nuts.
Yeah.
You didn't really have time to get nervous because every second of your day was accounted for. You'd have interview and press, then you'd have to go and be given a bunch of songs to pick one to sing, and then you'd have to work out 90 seconds of it. Then the next day you'd be learning routines. Then it'd be more press. Like there wasn't any time to think. The only time it actually hit you is when you were just about to sing and the lights are on. You're in your costume that you like or you don't like, but you're in. And it was a crazy experience, but it was incredible. It was good.
So who were the famous kind of judges on it the year that you were on it?
So there was Gary Barlow, Louis Walsh, Kelly Rowland, and Talisa.
And who out of those 4 would you say were you the most starstruck by?
Kelly Rowland.
It had to be. I was about to say, if you say anyone but Kelly, you're going to be kicked out.
Destiny's Child, come on. Yeah, it was nuts. But I made a lot of good memories in that time and a lot of good friends. Yeah, which is nice.
Now, you were actually on the same year as my brother Joel, weren't you? That's how you know Joel. Yeah, this is such a weird, small world, isn't it? Because wasn't it the same year as Rylan was on?
He was. Well? Was he on? No, he was a year after me.
Oh, I think my brother went twice.
Can you cut that bit out for him?
Yeah, I know. No, it's live. Sorry, Joel. No, since X Factor, you actually got to the finalists, and then did you go on to do they do a tour normally after the show? So you did the tour,
did the X Factor tour. That was really fun. Just literally,
just concert venues, just doing gigs, and then after that, you ended up actually going into doing some West End shows. Yeah. So what was your first West End show that you went into?
Beautiful, the Carole King musical, which is where
That was with
we
me.
met.
There you go. And you were a swing with me
Yes.
on that one, weren't you? Now, do you want to explain to viewers what a swing is? Because I'm pretty sure most people have got the wrong thing in their head right now when you say I swing in a show.
So a swing is an integral part of every cast because they have to learn several parts, so any from 2 up to 15.
Oh, I think some of the Lord of the Rings boys were learning 17 parts.
Yeah, so you've got to learn
swing.
all of them. So if someone's injured or on holiday or sick, then you go on for that part. It can be, you might have notice sometimes, it might be mid-show. So you've got to learn everybody's traffic on stage, off stage, the lines, the harmonies. It's chaotic.
I'd say that it's funny because people go, well, how do you remember it? And I was like, I felt like the lines weren't the hard part.
No.
I feel like blocking, like, because it's the same choreography, but you might be doing the same choreography in a different position on the stage. It's remembering where you're meant to be on the stage.
Yeah.
And the harmonies, I always found that those were the more difficult things to remember.
The thing for me was the blocking, but then the backstage traffic, because one person, you might be like, okay, person A stands here, they go off stage, and then they've got 10 minutes to kill, so they'll go and chill and get changed. But the second person has to come off, but they've got to wait for 2 people that are doing a quick change to run past. Then you've got to stop to sing a harmony, and then you can go and get changed. But be back down 5 minutes before the next. It's hell. But fun.
I mean, I think we went through this with Tanya's interview where we were saying about how important actually the backstage show is almost in some ways more important than the onstage show, because if the backstage show is going badly, the onstage show is definitely going badly. And if you ever want a representation of that, you only have to watch Noises Off, the play. I don't know if you've ever seen that, where it shows a play going wrong from behind the scenes and you see how the chaos of backstage spills onto the stage. Yeah. But yeah, it's so funny how it is those little things, isn't it? It's like, oh, so-and-so runs down this corridor at this point and everyone knows the splat against the wall because they've got to get to their quick change on the other side of the stage. Yeah. And if you're that one person who trips them over or gets in the way, it's never a good look. But I've got some pictures of you in Beautiful here. So there you are, out front and centre.
That's me.
Now, you were one of the drifters in Beautiful the second year. You moved up to ensemble drifter. What song are you singing there?
You also missed out assistant dance captain.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you were assistant dance captain.
I'm singing Some Kind of Wonderful. There.
Some Kind of Wonderful. That was your big solo in the show, wasn't it?
I adored that show. I adored that song. Everything about that show, the choreography, the book. It's beautiful.
I think one of the things I loved most about that show was that it wasn't stage acting. Yeah. Everything was very real and it was almost cinematic in the way that it was put together. Yeah. You'd almost imagine that they could pretty much pluck that show up and put it on a film set and you wouldn't have to change a lot in order to make it work. And it was just really nice how kind of natural and... Because sometimes you see some musicals and because of the style of them, they're meant to be very panto-y or they're meant to be quite over the top.
It was smooth and like not
the transitions
gimmicky.
As well were
like
just
the way
so
the set
seamless.
Moved, like the reveals of the Shirelles when they do their dress changes. It was,
the sliders and stuff look great. And then we've also got you in this other show as well. Do you want to talk about this one as well?
Oh, 9 to 5, that's me, Dwayne Rhodes.
I mean, is this you living your cowboy best life?
Yeah, I was a Texan cowboy.
Oh, okay.
That's actually this second scene, I think, that I was in. The first one, I'm just in boxers and a vest. So you picked a good picture there.
So you gave the fans what they wanted in the first scene.
Yeah.
And set the tone. Now, you have to say, what's 9 to 5 about? Because it's actually one of the first shows that I've had someone on here and I've never seen it and I don't actually know anything about it apart from that it's Dolly Parton's musical.
Based on the movie. So basically, 3 female office workers have had enough of their sexist boss, so they kind of kidnap him and teach him a lesson.
Oh, okay.
In a nutshell.
So
it's very funny, light-hearted.
So like the female... when's it set? 60s? 80s? I'm trying to guess by the costumes because they've got very big hair and
60s.
pencil skirts. I think it's 60s.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like the 60s versions of what like Horrible Bosses.
Yeah.
The female 60s version of it.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. No, so that sounds like quite a lot of fun. And obviously Dolly Parton, I love her stuff. I think she's another one of those artists like Carole King, where people don't realize how many hits she's written until they're catalogued together, because so many other people have covered them.
Yeah.
You don't appreciate.
No, it's good. She's very, very talented. And we met her. She was so nice. So small, so petite, but just like so cheery and like Southern Belle.
She's actually someone who everyone laughs at me because I would love to back and sing for her.
Yeah.
I just think her gig would be such a laugh. Like to sing on.
And she travels in a pink private jet.
Oh, well, there you go. Sign me up. Why not? Now, as everybody who watches this stream regularly will know, one of the reasons why I do it is because I get to strong arm my guests into singing a duet with me, and it gives me an excuse during this lockdown period to dust off the old vocals as well. Now, normally I introduce the duet, but I'm going to let you introduce this one because you picked it this time.
Don't blame me.
So, yeah, I am blaming you. So, do you want to just say why you picked this song and what it is?
I picked this song because I think it's a gorgeous duet, and it was played at my brother's wedding and makes me cry sometimes. And also, Matt really wanted to be Beyonce, so I picked it so that I could sing Beyonce's part. This is Ed Sheeran, perfect.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time, but darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, you heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I've known. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found love to carry more than just a secret, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, it was so nice getting to sing with you again, like doing that. I know, because I couldn't find the video, but obviously I know that Matt Norton recorded like us all singing with the ukulele in the dressing room. And beautiful.
Was it NSYNC we sang?
No, I think it was If I Stay Here, If I Just Lay Here. That one, wasn't it? Yeah, and we had the whole cast singing it in there. It was a good time. So you remind me of that. Oh. But I mean, there you go. You got OK Riff from Shelley.
Come on, Shelley.
I'm not crying, you are. Damn hormones. Goodness me. There you go. Smashed it, guys.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. You're loving it. Beautiful duet. There you go. Getting lots of love, lots of love. I know. It's been a while since you've heard that applause noise.
Honestly,
isn't it?
It's been a while since I've sung in front of anyone.
Now, we've actually got a very good friend of both of ours on the phone. So he's going to join us in a minute. But before I introduce her, I kind of want to just highlight. So you know her from Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
Ashford worked on the West End in Dreamgirls with her. Now, I actually know her. We were working it out before we went live from 11 years ago when the two of us did an amateur dramatics version of Fame. And she was Mabel and I was Nick. But before we bring her on, I just want to play this video because you guys used to do some, what would you call them? Shower bathroom sessions?
Public toilet sessions.
Public toilet sessions. So this is our guest and Ashford in their public toilet sessions. And you guys have to hear this because the vocals are ridiculous. This is what our harmonies in Perfect should have sounded like.
He brought me through hard trials. He brought me through tribulations. Never let a day go by and I realize we are blessed. Don't take it for granted that we are here today. Just know that we are blessed and highly favored. Oh, just know that we are blessed and highly favored.
I mean, what I loved the most in that was Ashford sitting there the entire time going, I sound good.
And also, I look thin.
But if you guys haven't worked out, we are, of course, talking about Miss Nicole Dennis on the end. Nicole, how are you? Yes!
Hello!
So good to see you.
Do you know what? I was just watching that being like, wow, I was skinny, tanned, and I wasn't even skinny back then. Memories.
Whatever.
Miss it.
How are you, Nicole? You look very well.
I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. I'm all right. I've been enjoying hearing your voices, but I'm good. Thank you.
It's kind of almost like old times, isn't it? Almost, except, you know, one day hopefully we'll be all in the same room again at some point. Yeah. Now, you guys met on Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
And you were ensemble understudy Cece?
Yeah.
And Nicole, what was it that you did in the show?
I was ensemble understudy Effie.
Understudy Effie. So you guys actually played siblings then, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you ever have to go on together?
We never went on together.
No. Did you do your understudies together?
Yeah, we did.
You
most
did?
Of our
okay. At least
together.
you got to do a cover run together instead. I mean, was it a train wreck or?
Do you remember there was one day, I feel like it was the first time we did it together and we were just laughing the whole way through, and it was so unprofessional, so bad, and we did get told off after, but it was just because we laughed every single day together, so having to be serious for like 2 hours was impossible.
Yeah. She'd just say something or start singing and I'd just be like, and then she'd laugh. I'm like, we need to stop now. But it's when you get the giggles like a naughty child, like you can't stop.
No, as soon as you try and hold it in, it just all goes out the window. It's really bad. Oh, it's so good that you guys got to work together though, because it was so nice, obviously, having known Nicole for so long, then seeing you guys posting the videos together. I'm like, oh, it's two people I know, kind of like, you know, getting along. It's just always nice. It warms your heart, doesn't it? So what were you up to just before lockdown, Nicole? What were you doing?
So I was playing Alana in Dear Evan Hansen, and we were in like our 6th month. It was just before like the Olivier's were meant to happen. So there was all that Olivier hype, and we did that whole like, see you in 2 weeks, guys, like finally getting a little holiday. 1 year later, here we are.
You're like, that was not the plan.
Right?
No, I've got a photo of you in Evan Hansen. We're going to bring that up. Now, this is actually your first lead on the West End, isn't it?
Yeah, like weird seeing my face outside the theatre for the first time. And you know what's funny? I remember we did like the Dreamgirls photo press call, and I'm like the only person that's hidden in every single photo. Like I've got like an arm in front of my face, or like a glass like in front of me, or like something always in front of me. So when I saw this, I was like, you are kidding me. This is incredible. Yeah, it was mental, absolutely mental.
Now, when you got Dear Evan Hansen, they actually took you to New York, didn't they, to like do your first bits of rehearsals and meet the cast? I mean, how is that? I mean, that just sounds like an absolute dream come true.
I mean, so I went to New York first for my final audition with Sam, and we didn't know each other. We were both auditioning at the time, and they flew us out for our final.
They flew you out for the auditions. You didn't even have the job yet, and they flew you out.
No, yeah.
That's
so
insane.
they literally they called and they were like, "Can you come this weekend for like 1 day with you and this other person who's up for a part?" And that's how me and Sam met. We met on the plane. We spent 1 day, 2 days in New York, and then came back, and then a couple of weeks later got offered the part. And then they flew out the entire cast for like first week and a bit of rehearsals, which was just like ridiculous. Like, who does that?
I know.
It was honestly, it was literally like, you know, when you see movies and people are walking down the streets in New York, like living there, that's literally what it was like.
You just like walking down, like
living my best life down Broadway, like, yeah. because my part is so small, they would always be like, "Oh no, we'll finish this scene in London, Nicole, so you like take the rest of the day off." And I'd be like, "Bye, going to
you're like, and like, peace out. I'm gone."
It was so surreal and just so incredible, and I don't think I've ever experienced that, or I will ever experience that ever again with a show. So yeah, unreal.
Oh, amazing. I mean, it is one of my favorite shows. We found out, obviously, if you've watched the streams before, we talked a little bit about Dear Evan Hansen before, because me and Cameron actually got to do the virtual community choir part on one of the songs. So we're on the click track for the show. Unfortunately, both of us are slightly too old to be in it now. You can kind of see with the beard. I'm not quite as fresh-faced as Nicole.
I'm sure if you shave and a nice moisturiser.
No, I did ask to be seen. They were like, "No, we know Matty, we like you, but he's not quite right for it." I'm like, "Okay, that's code for you're too old. That's fine." Now, what have you been doing since the lockdown, Nicole? There's been a few little things you've had here and there, which are, well, I say little, they're not little at all. You've done some pretty big things.
The first month was like purely drinking wine and crying.
Amen.
And then I think the second month is when people were like, "Okay, let's start doing things to like bring the morale up of the theatre community." So that's when like solo concerts started happening, and little projects like that, which was incredible and like kept me going for sure. And one of the things that I did most recently, which was so cool and just incredible, I did a performance at the Palladium for the BBC, which was so like bucket list moment for me.
Yeah, I've actually got a little photo of you on stage, if I can find it. There it is. I mean, so this, do you want to just say what were you there doing?
Eating.
So they had a night.
That's enough from you.
What did you say?
He said eating the mic.
I mean,
you sounded so good in that whole performance. It was unreal.
Do you know what? Like, it was so funny. I'll explain what it was. But they made me sing it 4 times, and like anyone who knows, and I'm telling you knows, like that's a one time, that's a one take song.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Let's do it again for different camera angles," and I was like, "Okay." And then by the 4th
you got the vocal right. You can take the vocal from the last one. Great, I'm
miming.
the vocal
and then use The fourth time was just like spoken word.
Just Mariah hands. It was like just my hands doing the singing, my hands doing the singing.
So they had a night called Night with the Musicals on BBC, and it was different shows and musicals, and I was representing Dreamgirls, and I did And I'm Telling You, and it was so crazy. Like, honestly, like, it's been like a dream of mine to perform with BBC Orchestra, purely because I'm a Doctor Who fanatic, and like some of them played on the soundtracks, which was just bizarre to me. So it was just, it was massive bucket list moment.
Effie must have been a bucket list role for you as well, surely, because I think, if I remember correctly, wasn't it a couple of years after we did Fame? Isn't there a video of you doing? What was it from Effie you sang?
It's awful.
It's not at all. You're so hard on yourself.
No.
You were like 12.
I was like 17, and I listened back to it a couple of days ago because it popped up on my time hop, and I was like, wow, I really thought I was it back then. And then listening back to it, I was like, yes, you really weren't doing it. But we did it was like a mega mix of musicals, and I played Effie when I was like 17, and it was at the Novello Theatre on a random Sunday, and it was just like, officially I was the first ever Effie on the West End, because that happened. But yeah, it's been a dream of mine since I was young. I think it's a lot of Dreamgirls is a show that a lot of Black people dream about anyway. But for me personally, like, my upbringing, my story, Effie, I just relate a lot to it. So it sounds very cliche to say, but honestly, it's just one of those once in a lifetime parts that I think I'm just.
Now, what's really interesting about that song is that it seems to have almost become a little bit of a theme tune for your life, because there's actually another massive moment that we need to talk about, which involves that song as well, doesn't it? So you're not a stranger to singing on TV, because you were on a certain, you were on a certain little TV show called The Voice.
Yeah.
When did you do that?
So I did that. It was like halfway between when I was doing Dreamgirls and Waitress. So I was kind of doing it at the same time. I'm very tired, like, even like thinking back at like how I was doing it. But yeah, so I did The Voice for like, I think it was like 7 months altogether. And Jennifer Hudson was my coach, which was, like, sounds stupid even saying it. And yeah, we sang together on stage, which was unexpected.
I think I've got a photo of you guys together. That was after your first audition, isn't it? The one on the right, when you got through, because she ended up grabbing a mic and you guys sang And I'm Telling You after you'd kind of gotten your yeses, hadn't you?
No, it was right before.
Okay.
It was like her way of kind of being like, come and join my team.
Right.
And it's so funny because so much is cut out from what you see on TV. And that was the second song that we sang together. We sang Never Enough first as a duet. And I think that was to kind of like calm me down and like warm me up. And then obviously she was like, let's do Dreamgirls. And then obviously I couldn't not pick her. So that was like a no-brainer. Could you imagine?
It was basically emotional blackmail. That's what it was. She emotionally blackmailed you into picking her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can we see the clip of the other And I'm Telling You that you did?
I don't have a clip of it, unfortunately. I know I don't have it. What we'll do is I'll have to, because I'm not allowed to play videos that are owned by other people, because the YouTube will shut my stream down. But what I can do is I will put the link of it on the Cuppa Cupboard homepage so that you can go there and find some of Nicole's amazing performances. I'll put the BBC Musicals one in there as well, so that people know exactly where to look, so that they can see just how incredible Nicole is at singing. I mean, I've got Paige here has said, I saw you in Dear Evan Hansen and you were amazing. So there you go. She also liked to add that your hair is stunning.
Thanks. I washed it today.
And then we've got this comment that I really liked as well. Wine and Crying. I love this girl.
Yeah, we love wine.
So, what have you got any post-lockdown plans in the works currently?
So I'm actually meant to be on tour right now. I feel like I'm meant to be in like Edinburgh or something. So when we kind of get out of this, Dreamgirls tour will be happening.
Amazing.
And
And
I'm
you were going to
playing
be.
Effie on tour. I'm playing Effie.
Yes, you are. I think I've got
She
a little.
made it.
I've got a photo. There you go. There
Yes.
she is. Yes, absolutely smashing
Cute
it.
in that.
Looking stunning.
I look
Absolutely
real cute.
stunning
That
there.
was a good day.
No, there's actually a video of you sing. That's taken from a video as well, isn't it? So I'll have to put that one on the.
Yeah.
That was the press
That was our
promo of you
like,
for
we
the
did,
tour.
what did I do? I think it was like I'm Changing. Yeah, it was I'm Changing.
Yeah. So guys, get your tickets. As soon as you see that announcement,
Yeah,
please
come
get your
and
tickets,
see
because
me.
theatre are going to need you guys to go out and buy, because it's been a year of no money. So if you really want to support the arts, go and see a show. You get something out of it. You get to see a show. And the producers get the much needed cash injection that we all need right now. So
Right.
there you go. But I think it's time for another song.
Is it?
Yeah, it's definitely time for another song. Now, Ashford is obviously the one who we've dragged into the studio. So do you want to introduce your last song of the evening for everybody?
Yes. What was it? Everybody watching at home, this is Ordinary People by John Legend. Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't the honeymoon. We're past the infatuation phase. We're right in the thick of love. At times we get sick of love. It seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehaved and you made your mistakes. We both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes hurts, I'll still put you first. And we'll make this thing work. But I think we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. This time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. This time we'll take it slow. This ain't a movie, no fairy tale conclusion, y'all. It gets more confusing every day. Oh, sometimes it's heaven sent that we head back to hell again. We kiss and we make up on the way. I hang up, you call, we rise, we fall, and we feel like just walking away. As our love advances, we take second chances. Though it's not a fantasy, I still want you to stay. We're ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Yeah, and we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. This time I'll take it slow. Take it slow. Take it slow. Maybe we'll live and learn. Maybe we'll crash and burn. Maybe you'll stay. Maybe you'll leave. Maybe you'll return. Maybe another fight. Maybe we won't survive. Maybe we'll grow. We'll never
This time we'll take it slow. Take it slow, slow. This time we'll take it slow. Slow, slow. This time we'll take it slow. Slow. This time we'll take it slow.
Yeah, getting a lot of love in the comments section.
It's the clapping at the end of it.
Yeah, Michelle said, these always make me wish I could sing.
Me too.
I can't even deal with this voice. Amazed. There you go. Awesome. Saying beautiful. You're getting loads of love in the comments as well you should.
Oh, thank you.
As well you should.
So
I just wanted to finish with a bit of a curveball question, because I've seen you, Nicole, particularly with some of your friends, doing these hypothetical situations in terms of like, oh, who would play that? Who would play that? So with the two of you, in the biopic of your life, who would play you and why?
Denzel Washington.
Raven-Symoné.
You didn't even need a beat. I was expecting to have to feel the silence here, and it's like, bam, bam, message, like, absolutely ready.
So many times.
Okay, so hang on. Let's go Ashford first. Okay, so why? Why Denzel?
I don't know. He's just smooth.
He's a legend, isn't he?
He's a ledge, yeah.
Even though he's like old enough to be like your dad, like you'd be like, just CGI him younger and get him to play me, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think everybody likes a bit of Denzel, don't they?
It's true.
Just very good actor as well. I don't know. Can he sing? Does he sing? I'm sure he probably can.
I'm sure he does. I mean, it's like when you see what's his name, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Act and you're like, you're incredible, and then you hear him sing and you're like, just get out.
Yeah, maybe I should have said Jamie Foxx.
Have you seen his Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
Ugh, that song every time.
Yeah, it's so Jamie Foxx.
Wow. And Nicole, who did you say? I missed it in the kind of kerfuffle.
I said Raven-Symoné.
Raven-Symoné. Is that Disney Channel Raven?
That's so Raven.
Brilliant. I love this choice.
Raven Baxter, if you're a Disney Channel fan.
Brilliant. I mean, she is actually a bit of a cult legend as well, isn't she? Yeah, no, she has that cult following. She definitely does.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of
queer
that
icon.
stare when she when they zoom in and she goes.
What she goes? Like,
she's got the crazy eye.
Yeah.
Oh, it's taking me back to my childhood, that one, actually. Watching that So Raven. Sorry?
Who'd play you?
Oh, who would play me? Who's got big curly hair and he's slightly brown? I don't know.
Seth Rogen?
Get out.
No, he's too pale. For you.
Oh, I don't know. As you can tell, I'm not quite as prepared for this question because normally I don't even know any like Latino-looking actors. There's just so few of them, isn't there? Like,
Lin.
You know, I'll just say Enrique.
I was literally about to say Lin-Manuel.
Lin-Manuel, why not? I'll take that. Yeah, Lin-Manuel. Yeah, let's do that. Go with that. Why not? Just shave my beard into a box. There you go. I'm happy with that one. Well, no, thank you guys so much for coming on today. It's been such a lovely time hanging out with you guys and just hearing your story and hearing you sing again, Ashford. Next week, no, not next week, next Cuppa Cupboard live stream on the 12th of April, we have someone who I've always been an absolute massive fan of.
Yes,
I mean, I've known her for absolutely years. She's basically the reason I'm in musical theatre. It is, of course, the one and only Rachel John, original Angelica in the West End, girl from the... I mean, I could only put 6 of her credits on the poster, but her CV is just so ridiculous. Like, every single show she's done it, and then maybe not even just done it, but been like one of the first black people to do the role in that instance as well.
I took my mum to see Rent years and years ago because she's obsessed. That's the one thing, Mimi. Yeah, she did Mimi.
Yeah.
And me and my mum were just obsessed with her. And I think that was the second thing I saw her in. I saw her in We Will Rock You, and then I saw her in Body. I've just been following her around, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
very good.
She started off like me as well in Disney. She was a Disney girl first.
Yeah, she was Disneyland Paris
the
girl.
Legend of the Lion King. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's unreal.
And everyone talked about her. Everyone was always like, this girl who's now on the West End.
Well, I mean, I've known Rachel. I mean, we'll get into this next. I've known Rachel since I was like, literally, like her mum did the maternity checks on my mum when she was pregnant with me. So that gives you an idea of kind of how long. Yeah, and I have a photo of the two of us in like church choir when I was like 10. And it's the only time I've had a chance to sing with Rachel in my whole life. So I'm so looking forward to her coming on because I'm finally going to get to live Matthew's 14-year-old Matthew's dream of getting to sing a duet with Rachel John. It's really sad, I know, but honestly, I am so excited for that. So tune in for that on the 12th of April at 7:30 on YouTube. If you're worried that you're going to forget, then hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, and then you'll be notified when we go live, so you won't miss it, so you have no problems. Now, you guys actually have, well, Nicole, your thing's actually on tonight, so unfortunately we can't plug it. You are currently singing as we speak.
Yeah, singing live.
So we've mentioned this before, actually. I think Bronte mentioned it last time. Lambert Jackson Productions have been doing concerts with performers in their living room, and they've been calling it Leave a Light On, which is the tradition of when a theatre goes dark, leaving a light on to say, you know, we're going to be back at some point in the future. And both you and Ashford have both done one. So I've got the schedule up here. So as you can see, Nicole's gig is on as we speak.
I'm so talented.
But if you have a little look on Sunday the 4th of April at 8 p.m, Mr. Ashford Campbell is doing his Leave a Light On gig, and you'll be able to catch that. So please do buy your tickets for that. And I also want to flag up on Tuesday, Bronte Barbet, who was our guest on the last stream as well. You heard her voice. If you haven't heard her voice, then you can go back and listen to our videos. Well worth tuning in for that as well. I mean, everybody on that list is ridiculous. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. Like some of the names on there are like some of my favorite voices on the West End currently. Yeah. So definitely worth buying tickets for those. And the way that those work as well is that every ticket sold, a percentage of the ticket goes to the performer. So you're not just sending money to the producer, it goes to the person doing the gig. So please do help these people out and support them, because a lot of these people, even though their names, won't actually have had an income over the last year, even though they have this massive profile. And Rishi Sunak's just ignored them, unfortunately. So
help me, I'm poor.
Yeah, help me, I'm poor.
Right, that's Bridesmaids.
I got the reference, yeah. So before we leave, have you guys got any pluggables that you'd like to plug as well? Where can people find you? More Dave the Builder nonsense coming where? On Instagram, is that?
Instagram at Ashford Campbell, Twitter at Campbell Ashford. More Dave content, more me singing. Hopefully snippets of some of my own music.
Yes.
And an announcement about my next
job it gets announced.
Next month.
And Nicole, you, any pluggables to plug?
I'm Nicole Raquel _D on Instagram and Twitter. I've just been verified. So
yes, we did see that. Congratulations.
Thank
Blue
you
Tick
so
Squad.
Much. Thank you.
It's so upsetting. There's like, what is it, like 35,000 subscribers, like 8,000, and there's me over here with like 700.
No.
It's because I tweet
like
more
once talented
every
than the both
month.
of us.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I'm doing hair at the Palladium in July.
Amazing.
So come and see that. I'm playing Dion.
Are the tickets out for that already? Are they on sale?
Yes. I'm going to say yes. I think so.
If not, follow Nicole, and when they are out, she'll be obviously hitting that link out.
Yeah.
Now, if you haven't seen Hair, Dion is such a great role vocally. Like, you were going to absolutely smash that. I can't wait to hear you sing Aquarius and White Boys.
Yes.
Some great tunes in that. Do you get to do all the ad-libs at the end of Let the Sun Shine In as well? Are they letting you do those?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Just like,
I'm there. Definitely
we'll see.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's live stream. As you say, please do like it so it tells the algorithm it's something worth watching. If you are interested in our content going forward, then please do subscribe and you'll be kept up to date with any of the new performance videos that we post. Ashford's videos will be going up separately during the week, so do check those out as well. But to play us out, I think we'll play our duet again.
Yeah, why not?
Just to finish off. So hope everybody's well, everybody stay safe, and we will see you back on the 12th of April with Rachel John. So from us, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Matt. I was waiting for you.
Bye.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. But darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath. You heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight. Oh, well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I've known. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found love to carry more than just a secret, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, oh, oh, baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listen